MustangMedic, the people's journalist. What I mean by that is I have no agenda, no bias. I want peace. I want people to be able to respect each other when they have different points of views. I want the truth in the media. And I've become a journalist since January 7th, a day after the rally. I was at the rally at the 6th. I came out here for 2 days. And the reason I came to the rally was because I was concerned that nobody was going to be there supporting President Trump because of the media telling me how bad we were and all this crazy crap. So I decided to come out so I could do something. I wanted to do something. It's like I kept saying, okay, Sean Hannity, yes, I'm mad at Hillary. Yes, she's done all this terrible stuff. Yes, Mitch McConnell, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And talk, and nothing happening. So I was praying, I'm a Christian, I was praying like, God, what can I do to change this? I don't know what's true anymore. I can't trust anybody. When Fox News, reported Arizona with 18% of the vote that Biden won, I knew that Fox News was compromised. So that was what I thought was my source of truth. It's not. We all know that now. They can't deny it. I got respect for Tucker Carlson. I have respect for Sean Hannity. But gosh darn it, we're doing too much talking. We need to know the truth. And I'm just got sick of the repetition. So I'm here in DC. I think I might be staying in DC if people continue to support me, I feel like I have an obligation to be here. So I've got my kids at a different location. If you try to dox me or whatever, my kids are not there. They're not I'm not there at my house. And it really doesn't matter. At this point in time, I'm doing this because I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I do not walk in fear. And I just want the truth. And I think the American people want the truth. I was told that I shouldn't say that President Trump is one of the best presidents that we've had in our history because it will turn off an audience. Well, my point of view is that's the way I feel. So if you get turned off and you can't listen to me because of the way I think politically, then you're closing your mind. And I don't think we should be closing our minds. I think we need to talk to each other. We need to respect each other. I think it's a great awakening is what's happening in DC. By that, this is what I mean. And there's people playing my video that I did. It was an interview with NBC and, CNN's, Chris Cuomo or whatever his name is, call me a fool. But straight up, we just want the truth. And we got to look at I recommend don't listen to me. Look at what I show you and discern for yourself and find 9 different news sources and see what the story is, because nobody knows what the truth is anymore in this media. The mainstream media is sold out. It appears to me at the moment to be a political arm of the Democratic Party, but when I saw Fox News is sold out too, I just don't trust the media. I don't know what the heck, whatever they are, they're compromised by money. I'm not going to be compromised by money. Don't get me wrong. I need money to live and take care of my girls. And I'm okay with living a modest life. But gosh darn, it's America. If we can't speak freely without fear and we go socialistic and go to communism, if America falls, the world falls. And everybody cares about that. Because, we love the Russian people. We love everybody. We're supposed to love everybody. That's what Jesus Christ says. So we need to listen to each other, and we as people need to discern for ourselves. Don't listen to one news source. Listen to multiple news sources. Discern who is giving you the facts. The way I give the facts is I show what I show. If I hear something that's chatter and somebody's talking about this and that, and there's a theory over here, was the election, did the inauguration actually happen? Well, I'm the guy that shot the video of the operation. I know it's an operation because the Capital City Policeman called it an operation. I don't know the name of the operation, but I shot it January 20th at 12:30 in the morning on the 20th, the day of the inauguration, until 5 o'clock. I have a 3-part series on our live feed. It's blowing up. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody's got a theory on it. I don't know. I'm not even going to say my theory. I just know that some kind of operation was going on because the Capital City Policeman told me it was an operation. Even if he didn't tell me it was an operation, it was obviously an operation. So I'm hearing a bell on a bicycle. I thought my phone was going off. So I'm just a guy at the moment from South Jersey who might not ever end up back in South Jersey because I've basically self-proclaimed that I'm a journalist, which lots of people are doing. But I'm going to go for my credentials. I've got a couple newspapers in North Carolina that want to produce stories that I'm writing. So I'm going to get my press credentials, and I am going to be a servant for God to find the truth. I'm not going to tell you you're going to hell. Not one of those guys who's Bible thumpers. I'm just a Christian that knows I'm supposed to love you for who you are, where you are, and what you want. I don't care if you want to dress up in another gender or you want to do whatever, but don't tell me what to say. I don't have to, it's not that way in America. I mean, it's becoming that way, but I just got tired of it. Now, I'm doing a lot more talking as usual, like I didn't plan. I'm going to just basically leave the camera on. I'm going to just chill out and relax for an hour. You guys can watch the sunset. It's going to be a long video, so you guys can just discuss on this. And of course, I'll chime in every once in a while when I have a thought because I can't help myself. But this is just going to be a long video of the Washington Monument, January 26th, 2021. Well, things are a little fuzzy because I was supposed to be a 2-day trip, and I got here on January 6th for the rally. Let me just in case you guys are chattering about it, my position at the rally was between the Washington Monument and the ellipse, the back, by the White House. I was nowhere near the Capitol. I told this to the FBI when I was investigated, and I got that confirmed, and I have proof of it that I've dealt with the FBI. Everybody's been respectful. Like an FBI agent said to me, "You have a First Amendment right to do what you're doing." And I was suspicious because I was shooting photographs because I'm an art director, and I was just going, "Oh my gosh, there's barbed wire around the Capitol. There's military in the streets. There's buses and white vans and activity." And I was just like, this is historic. This is historic. How can we ignore this? And we can't ignore it. We have to talk to each other. We have to be able to respectfully disagree without violence. I deplore violence in Portland. I divide violence everywhere. We have the right to defend ourselves. We have the right to free speech because we live in America. And I deplore the violence in the Capitol. Well, it's getting shaked out. I'm not going to go into any, there are videos of Capital City Police saying, go, go, go. There's people that have no clue what's going on while they're attacking the Capitol and they're being shoved into the Capitol. And that's what I've seen on video. So that's what I'm reporting. I will not report anything as fact if I do not have evidence right back to the source. I will talk about what people are saying. I will do like opinion pieces like CNN and then Fox News and all these other channels. But I'm on the ground, and I'm actually going back to old school. I'm investigating rather than just pontificating on video of my opinions of everything. So I hope you see the vision of what I'm doing as MustangMedic, which I like because the name doesn't say any point of view. And if you love Joe Biden, I want to hear about it. I want to know why. If you love Donald Trump, President Trump, I want to know why. If you hate him, I'm open to hearing that. But I want facts. The opinions and the emotionalism that's happening, I believe, is because of COVID, the weaponizing COVID. CDC numbers say like a 99% survival rate. Yes, people have died. I respect that. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm not discounting the loss of your loved one. I mean, I could get it and die. I don't know. But I'm not going to walk around in fear. Because in our lifetimes, and no, in the history of the world, we have never quarantined the healthy. So now that we're quarantining the healthy and everybody's wearing a mask, I'm going, what is going on here? If you're compromised and you're sick or you're fearful, stay home. But we can live our lives breathing the air. Crazy? I don't know why it would be crazy. Don't let the mainstream media put you in fear. Don't do it. Talk to your friends. Look at news sources. Many news sources. If you just watch Fox News, you have one point of view. If you just watch CNN, MSNBC. A little cold right now. It's cold here in the Capitol. But peace is on the Capitol. Federal agents are respectful. If you comply and you show them your ID and you have nothing to hide, they'll be respectful to you. If you hide your ID, if you get violent with somebody that's an authority, you're going to go down. So don't do it. It seems so simple to me. I love America. I love you for the point of view that you have, but we don't need to hate. We can respect each other with different points of views. We can be civil. We can get to the truth. Because I'm not liking what I'm saying at the Capitol, Republican or Democrat. I no longer identify as a Republican. I don't identify as a Democrat. I identify as a constitutionalist. I believe in the federal papers. I believe in our rights as Americans, and I don't want to let them go because I don't want my children to live that life. So let's watch this, the sunset together, the Washington Monument. Hopefully I'm actually on live feed. I didn't look at the light. I could just be talking to myself right now. But I'm going to let this go until the monument's lit up and the sky is dark. And now I'm going to go rest and I'm going to eat a good dinner. That's my plan. I'm really grateful for the support that you guys have been giving me. I give all the glory to God. I'm shooting videos that nobody else is shooting, and I believe it's inspiration from Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. I'm not apologetic about it. And this is a Christian country. The men that wrote the Constitution believed in God. And all men are created, all men and women are created equal. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching MustangMedic. Have a conversation, be civil with each other, and remember, if you got something that you believe and you find the facts, dig in before you start running around telling everybody that this is what's going on without facts. We have to have facts. There's only one truth and one fact. Okay, I went long. You guys talk amongst yourselves and let's be civil. And let's all work on this together, because you guys could do exactly what I'm doing. We just have to listen and not close our ears to what's true. MustangMedic, William Wieting, the People's Journalist in Washington, D.C. I'm starting to think I'm not going back. Because if you guys keep supporting me this way, then I'm going to stay as long as I have to, because it would be not right to receive donations and then not keep reporting. So you've got my word that I want the truth, and I'll make a point of when it's an opinion or when I hear chatter. I will not report things that are not backed up. So if you're going to give me tips, which I'm getting a lot of them, come to me with first-person experiences, not 3 people down, because I've got a lot of those. I'm not going to report those. I'm not affiliated to any group. The only one thing that I'm affiliated to is Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and the truth. Thank you. No, it's a live feed.
Oh, okay, cool. That groundhog is probably gonna say it's really straight.
Every time you guys say Shiloh, that comes up on my live feed. That's really weird. They're hearing you say Shiloh, and then they're texting it on the phone. It's pretty funny. I'm like going, yeah, there's another Shiloh. Probably from like, London. You guys are funny. Shiloh. I remember watching the Epoch Times. I think it's Josh. Everybody's saying, I'm pretty sure it's Josh. And I was watching people having conversations, and I realized, I'm like, you know what? It's really not about what's in front of the camera. It's about the conversation you have during the live feed. And I think that's what inspired me to do these vignettes and just set this up as a live feed so you guys could talk amongst each other. Usually I go for much more riveting stuff, like the unplanned stuff, like all those soldiers this morning in front of the Lincoln Memorial. That was awesome. But this is awesome too. Peace is in DC. Do not believe what they're saying. Doesn't mean stuff isn't happening. It doesn't mean we've stood down. It doesn't mean we're just giving up. Justice will prevail. I serve a just God, and I'm trusting in justice. I do know that there's evidence of election fraud. There's plenty of it. And I don't believe Joe Biden got more votes than President Trump or Barack Obama. Now, when you're in your basement with dementia or Alzheimer's, one or the other, a man can't structure 3 sentences together. But he was placed in as president, and I know people are saying he's not the president. Well, he's right now the president. So there's a lot of stuff we don't know, and there's a ton of theories. So we just have to wait it out. President Trump does not quit. He doesn't like to lose. And gosh darn it, he fights back. So I think there's a lot going on that we don't know. These are historic times. And I personally, and this is my opinion, I guess we can call it chatter. I think the Democrats are absolutely crazy to try to convict him, impeach him and convict him. It's an overreach. It makes you say, wait, you got the presidency, you got a split, you got Kamala Harris as the tiebreaker as president of the Senate, because she's vice president. The House is Democrat, so the House is Democrat run. The tiebreaker is Democrat and the president. And they still want to convict him so he can't run again. What are they terrified of? I've got a lot of theories on that. I'm sure you guys do. Apparently, they can convict him as a civilian. That's what I'm hearing, is that they can convict him. If they can't convict him as a civilian, boy, they're making a bigger mistake than I thought. When the lights come on, the Washington Monument guys, and the sun sets, I'm going to cut this feed. Thank you for your donation. I'm going to cut this feed and call it a day, and I'm going to rest. Mustang, put your glasses on. I got my glasses on. I'm reading. John, Janny, Rachel, Dominic, Chevelle, Lindsay, Kimberly. See, I can read. No, you can't impeach a citizen. Okay, I'm going to look into that, guys. I'll dig in. I'm talking to somebody that ran for Senate that has got some first-person information about a lot of corruption in the Republican Party, and she's praying about it right now to possibly do my first political interview, I guess split screen, and she's going to talk from her first-person experience of the corruption, and she knows some real big hitters actually, I believe they're senators, active senators, so that will be a nice interview. I would love it. And then she goes, it's going to be against the Republicans. I'm like, I don't care who it's against. We have to expose fraud. It's not, I don't lean either way. I lean for the truth. Imagine that. Imagine that. I don't call people names. And name calling is just a way to shut people down. And in my point of view, is name calling is ignorance, because you're just trying to put somebody down and just discount them and move on. What has anybody learned except insulting somebody? So those of you, there's those white vans again. Those of you that are calling people dumb or stupid or whatever you're doing, you know, it's not constructive, and it really straight up, that kind of conversation isn't welcome on my channel. I can't control what you say, because we've got freedom of speech, which is what I want to. And like I said, you can be as smart as you want or as ignorant as you want, because we have free speech. We just can't suppress speech, because it's not the American way. Please do tonight what? Guys, they ordered arrested. Countries have ordered the arrest of Joe Biden. Black building. You know what? Know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to start at night just going through all these texts, because I'm learning this. I'm totally new at this. My first, I think I said this before, but maybe some of you are new to this feed right now. My very first live videos are of a historic event of the operation of January 20th. I invite all of you, and again, it sounds crazy because I always wanted views and everything, but now I'm so much about message. When I'm talking to people, it's not about getting another subscriber. It's just getting the word out to have us communicate. And I'm glad when there's a lot of people viewing these things, because I want people to discern what's going on. I don't claim to know what's going on. I'm just showing what I'm observing, and you guys are supporting that. So potentially before the 30th, I will be doing an interview with an insider that ran for a congressional seat within a state. And that's all I'll say about it, because I don't want to give her, well, I just said her, I don't want to give her away. She's praying about it. She can decide. She can decide not, and I'm totally fine with that. I know God's involved in this, and I know the truth is coming out. We're in a great upheaval, a great awakening right now in this country, and it's going to be painful, but it's going to be good in the end, because I believe we're all starting to talk to each other again, because I've had some amazing conversations with Democrats, liberal-leaning people, of course conservatives. You know, when you're like-minded, it's easy to have conversations, but the openness and just talking about it, talking about race relations, talking about how people feel in the country. Feelings are real for people. You know, perception is reality to them. I have a perception, you have a perception, we both have a reality, but they're just perceptions. We have to go back to character and not stereotyping. Just any statement that's a large group of people, that group of people think this way. You can't do that, because everybody's got their own individual thoughts. We're all completely unique individuals. I don't know we got 8 billion people in the world now, 330 million people in America. So it's an exciting time, it really is. And I feel honored to be able to offer this format. It's exciting. My girls are excited. They're ready to move to DC. Can't find live cam for the White House? Well, I'll create a live cam for the White House. Thank you for your donation. I'll create a I don't know if it's gonna be the Capitol or the White House, but I'll keep. Thank you for your service, guys. God bless you. The American people want you to know that we appreciate you. I guess I'll do more of these. I'll see. I'll look for feedback on whether you guys like this format of just simply shooting vignettes in DC and then you guys having conversations. So, do you guys like it? Is it cool? Is it boring? Yes, you like it? Cool. Fences? The fences are, I can say that the fences are down. They're gone in the Lincoln Memorial. They're all gone. overnight too. I mean, maybe not. I wasn't here yesterday. There are still fences, but I think they've always been set up around the Washington Memorial. You probably can see them there. They're pretty small with the flags. I was going to get closer, but I wanted to show the whole Washington Monument. I said Washington Memorial. I have not. I know. I talked to somebody in the military today, and yeah, it's still, of course, it's still fortified around the Capitol. The fence, the barbed wire or razor wire, because it's pressed steel, is on the outside of the fence. It's not on the inside of the fence. And no, I cannot confirm the gates yet. I'm using my 12 to shoot video, and then I'm airdropping it to my 10 because I'm afraid to log out because it says my phone has been compromised. But that started when the FBI started investigating me, so maybe that's what that is. But the phone's still working. I'm afraid to log out, and I won't be able to log back in because I can't seem to connect to I can't get into YouTube on my new phone. I can't find my account. So until I log in on another device and I know it's working, I'll shut this one down, and you'll have better pictures. So the live feeds are off of a 10XR. And the 12 is unique shots where I need to zoom in, and you can see the lens. It's just amazing. I'm sure Apple's got like 5 versions of the next lens so they can keep selling it, because I'm one of those guys that keep buying. Thank you, Bobby. I buy iPhones for the lenses because I'm an art director, creative director. It's all about the visuals for me. That's why I have fake teeth. Because I was in LA for 25 years. You have to have a good grill in LA or it's brutal. They call it a grill. Patriot mode. Isn't it funny that the word patriot has gotten so much hatred when it's called patriotic? Like, they've taken patriot, thank you for your donation. They've taken patriot and made it a hate word to be patriotic for your own country. It's like what's right is wrong, or what's right is wrong, and what's upside down is right side up. It's like the world, it's biblical because they talk about that in end times. I'm not an end timeser because in the Word of God it says nobody's going to know. So, predicting the end times is just, predicting the end times. It's just, it says in the Word of God that nobody's going to know, and it's going to be by fire. Thank you for your donations, guys. I'm sorry they're going by so fast. I don't want to touch the phone, but know this, everybody that's supporting me, it's really making it clear to me I'm supposed to be in DC. This isn't about fancy cars or any of that stuff or fame or any of that. It's really just trying to get to the truth. And if I do this for the rest of my life, I'll be happy to do it. I'll be happy to be in DC with my girls, and I'm going to aggressively go after, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to aggressively go after my press credentials. I'm not looking to get affiliated with any specific, even if Fox News offered me a job, I'm not interested in that because I don't want to be told what to say. I'm enjoying the freedom of being an independent. So if the Lord says I can pull it off, and I have to be careful what I say. I don't want to seem like I'm manipulating anybody for anything. I'm just walking and trusting God with the eyes of faith that I'm supposed to do this until I'm not. And I'm setting up stuff to take care of my girls in case I'm gone, if I'm taken early. So there are people out there that do not want us to unite, and they're powerful. And I'm going to trust God. Follow the money. Yeah, right. I know. I've heard that a million times. Yeah, that's the part of the problem. You see these people get a lot of money. I could name, everybody. It's just every politician. They get in there, right? They're making what? What's AOC making? Like $225,000 a year to be, for her milk. What is that? Those little gray bottles. I miss that. Hey, Brian. An actual cockroach. I love your account name. Black Beefy Productions. They're live. Hey, Janny, Mary, Stacy,
I cannot pronounce your last name. Thank you for being there, communicating honestly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's funny. I heard somebody say something like I'm an FBI informant, like a setup, a mole or something. I thought that was really funny. That's the great thing about my videos is I've done them for 9 years, so everybody can see where I've been. And I'm so new at this political thing that I'm not like, trying to build a format. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm getting good at asking for money because I need the donations, but it's I feel like I have a purpose, so I don't feel guilty about asking for money. So we all have to survive, and I'm being generous with the money that you're entrusting me with. I've got somebody that's coming out that's going to be with me, Gary. He's coming out. I'll be out tomorrow, and we're going to go to the Pentagon. I'm going to go to the statue. I'm able to help him financially with being in a hotel because of you guys, and it's just a miracle. Well, this is gonna be a long video to get to the sunset. It's coming. I'm planning on shutting this off when I got a dark sky and a lit up Washington Monument. So this darn video is gonna go. Well, I don't want to call it darn video, but this video could go for probably half an hour. We should have a sunset by half an hour, and then I'll do my walk like I do through the streets in the dark. But fortunately, I don't have to run on those scooters or just keep walking my brains out because of you guys. I can get an Uber. And no, Uber's not paying me for just talking about Uber today. I don't know if you guys, I think I posted that video, of the Uber video. Oh, and I talked to the Uber driver, and he's from another country, and he's talking about his American experience. He, of course, didn't want to be on video, but he had a great story. I tend to think that the people that have immigrated here from other countries, other socialist countries, are so grateful for freedom that the American people I was born here, I was born in Jersey. So it's like we've been born into freedom, and you don't appreciate it until you don't have it. I'm hoping to God our country doesn't have to go through the loss of freedoms for us to appreciate it. I don't want anybody to get hurt, but straight up, good people, when their kids are starving, are going to do bad things to save their kids because we all love our children. And it seems like, I guess I'll call it, the people with power and money, they don't seem to care at all that they're keeping restaurants closed, and then you got Cuomo, right after President Biden, trying to get used to that. President Biden, and I know some of you are going to be like, he's not president. Yes, he is. He's right now he's president. To the best of my knowledge. Now they're opening things up. Now they're opening up everything. They starved us out. They made us miserable for a year when China released the COVID virus out of Hunan. China kept international flights going and restricted flights within China, CCP, and they spread the virus. This is my best guesstimate of why they did that is because they were losing the tariffs with the tariff game against President Trump. They couldn't control him. I saw that video of the man from China that was talking about President Trump. They were counting on Hillary getting in. From what I understand, this is what I understand. This is chatter. Okay, that the CCP was planning on having a complete communist rule over the world by 2045, and it was going well when Hillary was getting in. They obviously were going to cheat the election again. They didn't have the algorithm set up right, so they were all in shock. That's why Comey was so okay with treasonous, leaking information from the FBI. There's a lot of good FBI agents. I'm meeting a lot of. So far, they're all men. I haven't met any female FBI agents. I'm sure I'll probably get an opportunity. But they're like, yeah, you're practice. I said to them, listen, if I'm doing something wrong on my videos, here, I want you to tell me because I don't want to put anybody at risk with what I'm videoing. If there's a reason I'm not supposed to video this, checkpoint or this military vehicle on this street, on this corner, these tents and all this stuff, I want to know. And he said, no, you're practicing your First Amendment right. And I was like, thank you. And that's an FBI agent telling me that. He's recognizing, he's a man on the ground and he's recognizing it. Everybody's been very respectful to me. and I've been respectful to them because I don't have anything to hide. I mean, I've had a life. Everybody's got stuff, you know, that they're embarrassed by. You know, we all make mistakes, but I'm not, you know, I got a clean record, and I'm just like, okay, this is who I am. Just tell me what I'm doing wrong, guys. And I was never intimidated. I got nervous when I couldn't find my ID when I pulled up to the Hoover building to meet with the FBI. That was pretty nerve-wracking. I thought I was going to get arrested because I couldn't find my ID. It was pretty funny. I found it, obviously. And, you know, let's go back to Comey. Comey, in front of Feinstein, I'll never forget it. I was watching him in a Senate hearing, and Comey said, I think he said it to Feinstein. That's why she was being, you know, from California, I believe. She was being, the camera was on her face. And he said, yeah, I leaked the information to create the special counsel to set up the Mueller investigation, and I gave it to a professor. I mean, Jim Comey said that, head of the FBI. You check me out, fact check me, you know, do your own research. But Jim Comey admitted to leaking information. Head of the FBI, and he's still free. Wrote a book. It's like, what's going on with this world? So now he's hurt the FBI's reputation. So there's good people in the FBI that have to deal with that because of him. And I think he was so bold. It's because they just think that there's a two-tier system, which is certainly at this time is. You know, it's we got a two-tier justice system because, you know, senators' kids and all this stuff, you know, they get pulled over for DUI and they don't get prosecuted. And there's lots of those things that you're hearing about. So the people in power are like above the law, and then the people like us are like, oh crap, this is scary. You know, what am I gonna do? Enough. But I talk a lot. Sorry. I was having conversations like this. I was very tired on that video that came down that I shot the night after, because I was trying to do live feeds every night. Thank you, Sergeant Anan. I was suspect. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I deleted it. I don't by accident. I don't remember. But the video is gone. And, you know, and I'm not going to set up. Oh, Google did this to me. No, actually, Google's for the most part right now at the moment has not shut me down, and I'm still able to receive donations through you know, through YouTube. You know, YouTube, Google, Alphabet. In that order. Alphabet owns Google. Google owns YouTube. So I'm hoping the reason I'm still up is because my message is peace and unity. I'm not associated to any group. I'm going to keep saying that. I know about the QAnon thing. I've looked into it, but I'm not diving, you know, going deep dive because I have to back it up with facts. There's lots of theories out there. There's a lot of theories, and you can get trapped by wanting to believe something and then embracing it, and that's dangerous. We have to go back to the facts. We got to go back to proof, because people are getting radicalized, and your mind, the human being in general wants to be right. We all want to have a purpose. We want to have a reason, and we want to be right. Like if you constantly say you're sick or something like that, you'll actually get sick because your mind wants to be right. I've done it. I actually have if you guys want to go, if you want to dive deep into my my background with depression and what I learned, I have a channel that I haven't talked about on any of our videos, any of the videos, like our videos. I like that. These are our videos. These aren't my videos. These are our videos. I like that. I really believe that we all are a group, and I'm just the conduit to connect us together. It's called Isolation Kills. So I talk about surviving depression, and I know of at least 4 people that parents have told me have gotten out of depression, and just one person getting out of depression by that channel made it worthwhile. It's very small. I think it's got like 200 subscribers. I've never promoted it, and and it's kind of funny. It called it Isolation Kills. I did it like a year and a half ago, and look at all the isolation we're into now. I'm surprised actually it hasn't taken off, but the YouTube channel is Isolation Kills, and you'll hear me talking about thought processes and how people can manage their mindsets so they don't fall into anxiety and get depressed. And I'm very grateful to God to say I haven't been depressed for probably 2 years now, 2.5 years, and I don't allow myself to do what I did. When you stay in isolation, it's a slippery slope. Eventually, you can be so scared that you won't leave the house, and it's not a good thing. We are meant to be in relationship. I guess we're all going to see the lights kick in. It doesn't look like the lights have kicked in on the monument yet. This has been a nice day, and the soldiers made it for me. I just absolutely love the fact that I got to tell the soldiers in a big group that America loves them. Dark to light. Capitalism makes sense to me. See, I can actually read when I'm not talking. Isaiah 61, the Spirit of the Lord God is upon me. Oh, amen. I'll tell you guys, this is truly, you're witnessing with me live a trust walk with God. Because I literally didn't know why I stayed. Every day, the first like 8-10 days of being here, every day I had to renew my room. Because I'm like, I'm going to leave tomorrow, I'm going to leave tomorrow, I'm going to leave tomorrow. Then I started doing, I'm going to leave in 3 days, I'm going to leave in a week. Now I'm like staying until the 30th. And I keep getting supported, and I keep feeling responsible to stay. My girls are ready to go, but you know they like the big city. DC's a unique place. There's a lot of pretty dogs. There's a lot of healthy people running around and jogging, and there's a lot of people that are very cautious. And there's some people that are federal people that are very open and just willing to talk. But if you're doing anything unusual on the streets of DC, you're getting scoped out. You're definitely getting looked at, which is reasonable. It's a beautiful city. It really is. And the fact the old structures, you know, it's odd that it's not a state, which is kind of unique. It's kind of funny that Democrats want to make it a state. You guys, okay, here's a question. Let's see who knows. Ready? What was the percentage of the vote for Hillary Clinton in Washington, the Washington DC? What was the percentage that Hillary Clinton was voted for? I mean, their votes don't count, but they still vote. So what was the percentage that was voted for Hillary Clinton when President Trump ran against Hillary Clinton? You guys are probably all Googling the numbers now, right? Nope, not 100%, but you're close. Not 2%, 2%, Rachel. For Hillary Clinton, people that voted for Hillary Clinton, 98 was really close. 215%? 0.0002? No, I think that's Elizabeth Warren as an Indian, right? No, she's 0.00025. Oh, I got a funny thing. This is a funny story. I'll tell you what, it's 97%. 98, very close flow. 97%. 97%. I don't know how many, it's probably close for Joe Biden. I don't know the number. Maybe you guys can investigate it. But it was 97% for Hillary Clinton in Washington, D.C. I mean, that says a lot, doesn't it? So people would ask me, you know, when I was doing MustangMedic, they're always like, oh, you're making a lot of money doing these videos, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, no, I'm really not. And they're like, no, you must be. I'm like, no. You know, I was getting, what was I getting? I was getting 70 to 80,000 views a month, which sounds impressive, but it turned into about $250 a month from Google AdSense. So when people would say, you know, how much do you get? I said, let me put it this way. And then people always laugh. Here, I'll get in front of the camera for this one. So people would say to me, what do you make, on a video view? So when you skip that ad, right, when you actually just skip it,
it's a fraction of a penny. So I would say this: I get as much of a penny as Elizabeth Warren is an Indian. 0.00025. And if they're liberal leaning, they get pissed off. If they're conservative leaning, they just bust out laughing. So I always use like this skip. It's a fraction of a cent, but when it adds up, it adds up. I'm saying I'm seeing it add up now, because if anybody looks at my views and my subscriber count, I guess if you Google MustangMedic stats, it's really kind of changed my world. Going topical with politics, but the really exciting thing about it is I'm not trying to do it for the views. I'm excited about the views. Don't get me wrong. I like having this many people watching the videos, of course, and I'm enjoying your support so I can stay here and do what I love. But when I finally just gave up and said, God, just what do you want me to do? How can I make an effect on America? Show me. And then I decided to stay. And then I videoed the operation on January 20th at the Capitol. Got interviewed by CNN. Got called a fool from Chris Cuomo. Oh, someday I'll pronounce his name right. But straight up, just so you guys know, I'm not doing another interview with CNN unless they pay. And whatever they pay CNN, I'm going to give it to a charity. You've got my word. So I'm going to tell CNN. I'm assuming they're going to contact me again, because this is unique what I'm doing. Plus they already had videos of me. And the Lord knows I'd like to actually sit down with Chris and have a little conversation live. I want to go live. And I'm also no longer going to do interviews without another person videoing, watching them spin me to try to make me into a conspiracy theorist or a racist. I saw him doing it. And that's when I was like, look up MustangMedic wife, and you'll see, it'd be pretty hard. I'm a beautiful a woman, was my ex-wife. She's still my ex-wife. But she was half Mexican, quarter black, quarter mind Indian. I mean, she's gorgeous. And it'd be pretty hard to be a racist to marry her, I think, looking like me. So I challenge that. And I gotta tell you this is the really exciting thing, is they're already lying about me on CNN about like the first interview, the one I was live streaming quite by accident. I was live streaming while they interviewed me. It's on part 1 or part 2 of the breaking news. I had called it a sting operation, and somebody gave me feedback that I shouldn't call it a sting operation, and I respected that. I took sting off of the name. I made it just an operation. And I can say it was an operation, one, because it was obviously you're watching a bunch of people do something, but a Capital City policeman said that this is an operation, but he didn't give me the name. We'll get the name eventually. They name these things all the time. But where was I going? I lost my train of thought. See? I'm still tired. Here, I'll look. Maybe you guys can tell me what I was saying. What was I talking about, guys? CNN. I hear you. Yeah, CNN's. It's just so bad. It's just like the emotion. And know what's funny? About the mainstream media, especially CNN, is they compliment each other. They do a fake story about somebody or something, and they go, "Wow, that was a great story, in depth." And they you see them just massaging each other on television, and it's like, we're supposed to buy that? Or because what's that guy's name? The bald-headed guy that Mark Dice always makes fun of. What's his name? Guys? The bald guy, and Mark Dice goes and does his voice really squeaky. Brian Stelter? Is that Stelter? Yeah, Brian Stelter. Oh my gosh, he's so bad with yeah, that's great. He's just so full of crap. I mean, that guy gets on my nerves. Don Lemon, don't get me going on that. Don Lemon. He stokes racism and so bad. He's terrible. He's such a divider. I can't stand that. And to watch him get all emotional, you can see, it seems like he actually believes what he's saying.
and it's just terrible. It's just, he seems so blind to the facts. Don is lemon. Yeah. Don is. Let's be nice. I actually have a number of friends in Palm Springs that are gay, and hey, if you want to be gay, I still love you. You know. If there's short ones, I can read them. Was I in the were you in the military? No, I get that a lot. I would have loved to be in the military. I was 17 years old in South Jersey, Washington Township High School, and I don't know. Must have had somebody that didn't like the military, because I try to talk everybody into going to the military. I think to serve our country is such an honorable thing to do. It's one of my few regrets that I have in my life that I can't change, because when I tried to get in the military when the towers went down, but I missed like by 2 months. I couldn't get out of basic training, and I was too old. So I was not in the military. I wanted to be in the Air Force, and my guidance counselor told me that my math was so bad that if I took off to go to LA, I'd land in Russia. And he said that I was too tall to fly, and that was my goal. I wanted to fly jets. So no, and I did not serve in the military. And I've never been a cop, a police officer. I get that a lot because of the way I look and the way I present myself and talk. And no, I have never been a police officer. I did try. I tried to get into Riverside County. I passed the physical, filled out the application, but I had a personal bankruptcy in my past in 2008 when I had a $1 million house and I had 2 condos, total of $2 million. And then 2008 happened, the market dropped 800 points and all of my properties became half the value. I couldn't rent them and I had to lose them, and I had to file bankruptcy. So I have there's some dirt on MustangMedic William Wieting. I had to file bankruptcy. Life happens. I'm sure they're going to figure all this stuff out, because if this channel keeps growing and we keep talking, they're going to try to discredit me. So I'm prepared for that. So, and I'm sure people will drop out, for whatever. I'm prepared for, if we keep going, I'm prepared to be attacked. I'm not physically, but I'm prepared to be attacked in my credibility. But I trust in the Lord, and I'm going to keep going. My girls are 14 and 15, Sarah and Rachel. Old Testament Sarah, Old Testament Rachel were the reasons for their names. Green light. What is that? What is it? Green light's not the operation name, is it? Yes, it is a great spiritual awakening. We are in a spiritual war right now, a battle between good and evil. And the people that are serving themselves and their evil want to shut up people and do not want us to talk. I'm not apologizing. Go, go, go. God bless you, Saina. I'm sorry, Saina, the singer. Sorry, I apologize for my pronunciation. I'm working on that. I'm not lying. No, I'm not. I'm just speaking what I know. My NMD. Sorry. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool being able to watch these texts and respond to you guys as you text. This is very cool. Let's talk about the wall, the border wall, as we go, because it's starting to get dark. I'm predicting I'll be out of here in a half an hour. We'll be out of here in a half an hour. I gotta start speaking as us, because we are all the same. I'm just like you guys are. We're all children of the Most High God. So we are all equal in our experiences. Not in our experiences, we're all having different experiences. And any Christians that say they know what God's doing in your life, how could you possibly know what the creator of the universe is doing in my life? And how could I possibly know what he's doing in your life? So, everybody's got a personal experience. Stop the wall. We can use good one to help America. All right, here's the wall. Here's the subject of the wall. Okay, here you go. You ready? When I married my wife in 97, she was an illegal. She ran across the border. Boom! How's that for reality? It's true. She ran across the border, and I, being a good Christian boy, married her because I loved her, and I'll always love her. I just can't be around her. That's all I'll say about that. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. You're helping me stay here. The reason I think that a wall is necessary is because I'm really concerned about the women and children that are being sexually abused and the sex trafficking and human trafficking that happens on the southern border. When the wall is up and it's stopping trafficking, they can't do it. A lot of I totally understand the Spanish or Mexican community wanting to come across their northern border or southern border. If I was in Mexico and I was making $10 a month and I couldn't feed my family, and I'm looking at this land right across the border, and I could make more money, and it's going to be part of my story that I'm gonna probably do tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it tonight. No, I'll do it tomorrow. I got to rest. I would try to get across the border. Straight up. I'm an American citizen. If I was in Mexico and I could feed my family and I just had to get through, I would do it. But the biggest problem that we have is they're taking their children because they need money, and they're giving them to other people to use them to come across the border with children. So these children are not with their parents who love them. They're with some guy that's paying them to take a child. So it's not good. There's the amount of, I mean, I can't even imagine what's going to happen now with President Biden and his policies at the border. They're all going to be coming. I mean, they're all going to be coming, and he's, with his message, I'd be coming too. So we're going to have a bunch of unchecked people that can commit crimes and then, don't do time, and then they just be sent back and they come back again. That was the policies of the previous administration, the Obama administration. Catch and release. It was horrible. Many people died to people that aren't legally in this country. I support immigration. I love immigrants. Most people in America come from immigrants. I mean, I'm 3 generations out from. My father's got German heritage. My mother's adopted, so I don't know about on my mother's side. But ultimately we're all immigrants. But yes, I'm not an immigrant. I was born in the country. But you got to come legally. You can't come illegally. And for the people that are illegal, I understand why you're here if you can get in here. But we have to. Yeah, they have not taken the steel fencing down. I'm assuming I can't assume. I don't know what the progress is on the wall. There hasn't been much coverage on it because it's working. So they haven't really been covering the successes of President Trump's wall. It's not his wall. It's an American wall. He had to find ways to pay for it because the Democrats don't want a wall. And that we can figure out together. I personally think it's because they want to have illegal people voting. But then again, it doesn't matter. They got the Dominion machines, so they don't need illegals. They can just move the numbers digitally, which they did, to the tune of 67% error rate on Dominion machines. Yeah, unconstitutional. You cannot certify an election with machines with a 68% error rate. That's why I'm hoping that justice will be served quickly, and we don't have to wait and go through 4 years of Hades dealing with the policies that they're doing. And I think they're absolutely out of their minds. I think they're panicking. The fact that they are trying to impeach him and have him convicted, which, I mean, who's going to vote for a Republican that's going to go up against President Trump? I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm a constitutionalist. It's not about President Trump. It's about the position of the presidency and the Constitution. That's where I'll always be. And personally, yes, I love Donald Trump. I love the fact that he just shook it up. Has he done bad things? Yeah, everybody's done bad things. But God, he kept his promises, and I haven't seen that in my lifetime. I've never seen a politician say they're going to do something and then do it. No, it's about Trump. Okay, all right. We can always have that point of view. Don't get me wrong. I was shocked when March 4th, Do I have to stay till March 4th, guys? January, February, March. That would be a long stay. I got to get some long-term stay, or I got to find a place to live in DC. We'll see. We'll see. If the finances are there, by support, I'll keep doing this. If not, I'll just read it as a sign from God that I'm supposed to go back to Jersey. And look at the time on the clock. 1:11:56. I see 111 everywhere. 1111 and 111 all the time. The past year and a half, I have seen 1111 on buildings, on license plates, drawn on walls, and da-da-da. And I looked that up. I'm not a numerologist, but it says a spiritual battle. And yes, this is not over. I agree with you, Brian. Thank you for your donation. I really am grateful. Whether it's $10, guys, or $500, I'm grateful. Grateful. Freehold, New Jersey. Bruce Springsteen. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. All right, guys. Here comes the darkness. Here it comes. I can't believe the lights aren't on yet. I thought the lights came on before dusk. How many people do we have on right now while we're doing this? 1,600 people? That's cool. Every one of you are appreciated that you're here talking on this. I'm gonna have to turn off my push notifications. My push notifications are coming in as fast as your feedback is coming in. It's pretty wild. Your order? I'm not gonna take orders from anybody. I only take orders from the Lord. So don't be telling me I got orders, please. I'm answering to God, nobody else. Thank you, John. John Doe. Perfect. I guess I'm not John Doe, am I? I'm pretty darn out there. Thank you guys for your donations. Oh, you love me? Thank you. I love you back. Seriously, this is just so neat. We got a great community here. We really do. And it's like a fledgling community. It just started it only started in the past 4 days. Thank you. Thank you for your donation. Salty Army. That's a t-shirt idea. Who's going to do that t-shirt? People have been buying my merch. I didn't even know it. My daughter told me people are buying my merch. It's all about Ford Mustangs. So I'm going to have a whole bunch of new political merch just because thank you for donations. As I'm an art director, I keep getting these headlines. I just bust out laughing, but I've been so tired that I laugh. I go, that'd be a great t-shirt. And I haven't been putting them down. So I got my notepad. I'm starting to play with it. I took notes in the Uber car with the gentleman talking about numbers and his experience. So I'm starting to take notes all the time now. I'm using my notes app finally. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, it's not man. Sonia, thank you. Thank you for calling me the real deal. I appreciate that. Wyoming. Hey, Sam. Sam Kiddings. Sam Hiddings? Oh, my glasses are starting to fog up. I'm a little cold. What's up with these? Oh, the milk is flowing? Wood Chris Finest? It's funny, the account names like one. I get a kick out of everybody's account names. I read that. Kentucky, Christian America. Did they take down the fences around the White House? I'll tell you what, I will go to the White House tomorrow, guys. I'll do another one of these live feeds tomorrow at the White House for like a half an hour or an hour, and I'll set it up. We'll see. They'll probably come after me, but I'll give them my ID and see if they leave me alone, because it is our constitutional right. I wish I could get my YouTube account open on the new iPhone 12 Pro, because that would be a much better picture. But if I can't, I'm gonna have to just stick with this kind of quality video to make sure I don't go offline and can't get back online. Just know this: if suddenly I drop out, it's not by choice. I'm gonna continue to do this and do the videos daily, report from the ground. If I suddenly disappear, I did not do it by choice. And I've got a group of people, like 4 people, that through Signal have very important information that they can release, and it will be, you guys will know what's going on. Blackout? I keep hearing about these blackouts. They haven't happened. When do I get press credentials? I have a friend in, oh man, I've got to remember his account name because I want to help him out with his channel. I mentioned him, the newspaper guy in the, I can't remember which video I mentioned him in. I met him actually at the rally at the 6th. He's the one that has the Trump Wins newspaper. Great guy, Michael. And he's in North Carolina. He's got a newspaper, a physical newspaper, guys, a paper newspaper. Imagine that. And he also has another contact in North Carolina that's saying that he'll produce my stories. So I'm going to write one story about the Great Awakening, which is about, you know, white people understanding persecution and being falsely accused of something. So they we're going to start to understand the black community more, which is my goal, because I want everybody to try to understand each other, where they're coming from, because it's very frustrating to not be understood. And it's not easy. Nobody likes being stereotyped. And Lord knows the black community has been stereotyped in America. And it's just ignorance. It's not, you know, racism is ignorance. They're going to produce my stories. So once I have 2 credited newspapers, I'm gonna apply. I've got an NPR contact who's a war correspondent. I never gave up his name or anything, so I believe he's gonna help me. I don't give up my sources. If I got a first-person source, I'm not giving it up. I'm not giving up any sources, because once you give up one source, then you find out nothing. Then you're just a leaker, like Comey. So I believe he's going to help me, and I've got it. And of course, I was talking to a lot of press because it was just loaded with press during the inauguration. There's not as much press as around anymore. But they're going to coach me on how to get my press credentials. And I want to be an independent journalist, accredited independent journalist. And I feel like I've already broken my first story with what happened on the 20th, the fact that I was by myself by the Capitol. And I don't think it's the west side, guys. If you're facing if I'm facing the Capitol, on my left, which direction is that on the Capitol? So I'm facing the Capitol building, around the corner left. Is that I thought it was facing west. I thought it was the east side and the west side. Excuse my naivete right now because I'm new to DC, but that's where I got to figure out. Right by the NBC, if you guys, somebody can Google map the NBC building right next to the Capitol, what direction is that? That would be great. I can look it up. Where's the hot wife? Ex-wife. I'm not going to say where she is or what state she's in. I don't want to get her involved in this in any way. Stop with the retard stuff. What was that? I guess I'll start ignoring those messages. You'll be my wife. Thanks, Crystal. I appreciate that. Crystal Brookshire. I'm scared of all you women. I'm like, you know, I'm damaged goods after being cheated on. So don't get me wrong. I'm all about being attracted to women, but and I've had a few that I almost dated, but I kind of think God's put a protection bubble around me, and it just never works out. So I'm focusing on my girls right now. I'm not focusing on getting into a heavy relationship right now. Plus, you know, marriage ain't easy. Be nice to MM. Thank you. Thanks for having my back. No, you know, haters gonna hate. People are always. You can't be in the public eye and not have. Apparently, what they say is 10% of the people, they are not lighting up the Capitol. This Capitol was lit up. The Washington Monument was lit up. Why are they not lighting up the monument? It was lit up last night. These big lights are not on. I'm not going to go conspiracy theory, but it's really odd that it's getting dark and that is not lit up and beautiful. Maybe they're gonna kick on soon. I can see the marker lights flashing. Maybe that means the lights are gonna come on soon, but this is really odd that this has always been lit up. Do you guys know if they're lighting up the monument? It's odd that it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it is odd.
Isn't it odd?
Actually, the lights are on by now.
I thought so too. It's not just me.
Yeah, it is kind of odd.
Thank you. Yeah, so we both think it's odd. Are you a native resident?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Every Sunday.
Thank you. Yeah, he's here every Sunday.
By now.
Thank you. He's here every Sunday and he says it's lit by now. So it's being delayed or it's not being lit. What does that mean? What does that mean? That they're not lighting up the Washington Monument? It's going to come on. The lights are going to come on. We're not going to be here in the dark with the monument. This video will last forever. Oh, I'm out here. Oh boy. This is kind of unique. Here I am videoing the Washington Monument and the lights aren't coming on. Another first on video. Thank you guys. America loves you. That's what I got a show and everybody's saying, tell them we love them. Yeah, America. Woo! More soldiers going by in the dark. I guess they're all on leave because it's Sunday. Trump never liked that monument. It has satanic symbolism. Well, trust me, there's a lot of symbolism on the. I think the Federal Reserve has like demonic symbols on it and everything. There's a lot of stuff with the Masons and that type of thing. That's a deep dark. That's a subject we can go into later. What's up with the milk canisters, guys? What am I missing? Somebody explain the milk to me, will you? You guys keep doing the milk. Nobody's explained the milk to me. I'll figure it out later. What do we got? We got 1,700 people right now. Yeah, we got 1,700 people watching a dark monument. This is so strange. Isn't this weird? I see, this is a God thing, man. I video. I'm the only person to video. I'm just so amazed by it. That's why I keep talking about it. I'm the only person to video the operation on the early mornings of the inauguration. I get to the Lincoln Memorial by chance, and he said who he was, not National Guard. They had a specific, title, but they were there. And now I'm here with 1,700 people, and they're not lighting up the Washington Monument. Salt. Oh, there's salt shakers. I'm thinking they're milk. That's funny. I even have my glasses on too. Maybe I need a bigger screen. Fake inauguration. Yeah, I know. Well, I know that they're saying it's a fake inauguration. That's my one regret of this trip, is I was too damn tired to go out and try to get to it. I just knew the green zone was so wide, and I knew about the security that I wasn't going to get anywhere close to it. So I didn't try, and I watched it on television, and I was very tired, but it was worth it. Filming the operation was better than trying to film the inauguration, but I really wish I caught it on video, because if it did happen, I could have put all this to rest. But somebody's got video, right? This is a question for you guys. Has anyone seen a personal video, like the videos I'm doing, just a guy on the ground? Has anybody seen has anybody actually seen a video from a phone? No, of the inauguration? No. Nobody has a video of the inauguration from the ground. It's all produced. Is that true? Where's the MustangMedic cowboy hats? You're right. I should get cowboy hats and sell them. I like that idea. we'd be a whole everybody wearing cowboy hats around Washington. No, are you guys serious? Yep. No. Yep. None. None. Wow, that's suspicious. Here, I'll ask the question again, and just nobody say yes or no. Just I'm gonna say yes or no all at one time. Here it is. Has anyone seen a handheld phone video from anybody that participated in the inauguration? Nada. No. Wow. That is all right. I got something to investigate. I'm gonna. No. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. You guys are schooling me on this video. I did not know that. They are not lighting the monument tonight. What is that about? We're gonna be in the dark here. I had my beautiful shot set up for a glowing monument, and they're not. Thank you for your donation. And I was planning on this beautiful glowing white monument because it lights up nice, as you guys have seen in past photography, and they're not lighting the monument today. Spread the word on this. This is interesting. Is this not interesting? This is interesting, I think. Thank you, Daryl. Thank you. Boy, you know what? I got so many tips right now that I could probably create content back in Jersey. No, well, yeah, back in Jersey for a month or two, and then we're gonna have the impeachment trial coming up that they're scheduling. It's it just keeps coming. It's a very interesting time in our country, and they're not lighting up the Washington Monument. This is surreal for me. Is this not surreal? Anybody? The best is yet to come. Amen. I like that hope. I like the hope. That's what we need. We need hope in this country. The people, I wanted to give advice to the other guys that are conservative people like Anomaly and stuff. I like him. Anomaly's cool. But Anomaly was like being really pessimistic about Trump, President Trump, when it wasn't working out. And I think it's a mistake to give up on President Trump so quickly. You look like somebody that's just an opportunist, that's like talking positive about president, and then when he seems like he's losing, you bail on him. No. Don't do it. You're ruining your channels, guys. Any conservative people, I don't know if any, I doubt any of them are watching right now, but anybody, sorry, I'm reading things. I only trust into myself. I missed that. I'm not sure what that meant. Yeah, never give up on President Trump. Agreed. The man doesn't like to lose, and he fights back, and he's being quiet, which is exciting because if that's why everybody's so darn nervous. Yes, God bless the American Minuteman. Bus rides? I'm not sure what that means. Anomaly totally, I missed it. Yeah, but Anomaly, yeah, I was surprised because I was watching him for a while, and it seemed like he's very frustrated. You can tell he's frustrated, which, maybe in time I'll get frustrated, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna, 6 p.m. lights. What time is it East Coast time right now? I can't see the clock on my phone. ET time, what is it? East Coast time, what time is it right now, guys? Well, I got my other phone, I can pull it out of my pocket. 2100. This is bizarre. I mean, we literally had, you guys heard him, right? A DC resident walking by, and he said usually the lights are on, and he's always here. It's 1800. Yeah. It's 6 o'clock, and they're not lighting up the monument. What does that mean? When it gets totally dark, I guess I'm going to cut it because I wanted to wait till the lights come on. Yeah, 6 o'clock. Thank you. Thank you, student Zachary Peterson. I appreciate that. Well, now we've got 2,000 people watching the Washington Monument, and we're waiting for it to light up. So now it's getting interesting. Well, it's always been interesting, but the visual's interesting that we're watching a dark monument. We got 131 minutes. It's a long, I've never shot a 131-minute video. Feed them to the lions, Paul, right? Keep America great, amen. Best country in the world. I will be, the long texts that you guys are sending, I am going to attempt to read all of them tonight. And I'm watching, every once in a while I go on to CNN. Now I feel like I need to watch CNN just to see their agenda. So I pop in for a half an hour, I get disgusted, and then I get back out. And, you know, I've seen myself get played on CNN enough. They did say my name, William Wieting, but they did not say MustangMedic, which I was, that was the deal. I said to him, actually it wasn't the deal. At the end of the interview, I said, please say MustangMedic. And he didn't do it, which was a mistake. He didn't keep his word with me. So he probably will never get an interview with me again until he makes it good. Well, you know, CNN's going to have to pay. And if they do pay, it's going to go to a charity that's going to help veterans. There, I said it, and I mean it. So if CNN pays me for an interview, the first interview, I'm going to donate whatever they pay, and I'll tell everybody what they paid, and we will give it to veterans. Actually, that organization I just posted about, I actually saw that on, I think, CNBC. I got to give them credit. They were talking, the guy that's the business owner, the millionaire who goes in and helps businesses. I was watching it and I was doing a video, I was doing a post at the same time, and I added it to a post, and I put it on the community board on MustangMedic, and it was a liberal, you know, newscast. So, hey guys, do you live here? Oh, isn't it weird that they didn't light up the monument?
Yeah, it's lit up on the left side only.
Oh, it's lit up on the left side?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the beam. Thank you.
Yeah.
That.
Super weird. I was looking at it, waiting for them to come on though.
So it's part of it's lit.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange, little man?
I don't know. Lit up, so.
Yeah, I'm doing a live feed for my show MustangMedic. So I was waiting for this beautiful shot of the lit up monument, and we're all just sitting here watching. It's not lit, and every DC resident that's walked by, he says he walks his dog here every Sunday, and it didn't light up. See it? How it's dark? Isn't that amazing? How old are you?
4.
Are you 4?
Yeah.
What's it feel like to be 4? Is it good?
Yeah.
Guess what? I'm 56. I'm like 52 years older than you, man. You're gonna be alive way longer than me.
I gonna be 145.
Yeah, someday. I probably won't be here when you're my age, but you know, have a great life if I never see you again.
Okay.
All right. I think your parents are looking at you like, get over here.
Have a good night.
You too. It's called MustangMedic if you're interested. What do I focus on? I focus on, I only started it back on the 7th of this month. And I'm just so sick of, like, my parents are 80 and 84 and they're freaking out because they're watching the mainstream media. And I was here on the ground on the 7th and nobody was here, but they were making it like the whole Capitol's getting attacked. So I just started doing videos on being in DC, and my 2-day trip is now, I guess, 20 days now? Yeah, and the viewers have been very supportive to me, so they've been donating, and it's been allowing me to stay longer and longer, to the point that I might end up living in DC, and my 2 girls might be coming out here, and I might stay here. I'm going to go for my back up here. Oh, he touched the camera. It's okay, Ian. Yeah, it's getting to a point that I'm thinking about actually staying in DC. I'm going after my press credentials, and I'm not looking to be affiliated with anybody because I don't want to be influenced by anybody. So, you know, if I just keep getting the support from the viewers and I can afford it, I'm gonna, you know, not sell out to the man, if you know what I mean. And it's also about like race relations, like understanding like I call it the Great Awakening. I was mentioning on the video, like 65 million, 65 million white Trump supporters are being. Oh, yeah, don't touch that. Yeah, come on, buddy. You gotta stay away from there because people are watching. They're waiting for the minds to light up. So I call it the Great Awakening. And my wife is black, so I choose to respect it. And of course, it's one story. But now, I think 65 million white Trump supporters that are being called terrorists. What's the first question a Trump supporter gets asked now? Are you in the back? Right? So everybody's like, all I want is one being falsely accused. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I never did from DC, and if all the people that are posting my video are talking about it, I'm tagging. They're not tagging MustangMedic. I'm like, well, that's cold. That's cold. Because if you're using my video, Aiden, go on, buddy. I know you love cameras. I can tell.
No, I don't. I hate them. I hate it.
What's the name? Caden, come here. Come on, get in front of the camera. You can wave to everybody. Don't touch the camera, though. Okay, right there. Look. Look right there. See a little dot? See a little dot? Wave. Wave. People are looking through there. You want to say anything to the people that are watching? They're watching from all over the world. Yeah, they're all watching from all over the world. What do you want to say? Nothing. He walked away.
Hey, my man, well, look, man, I'm a photographer. I do photography, website, graphics, social media marketing.
Oh, me
all
too.
that. Hey,
I've been a creative director for 34 years.
hey, that's dope, man.
Dude.
I'll
Hey.
definitely swing your way, man.
I'm hating that fool.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll contact you. I want to help everybody out. Right? Yeah, you live here?
Yeah, I live in Columbia. I'm like,
All right.
yeah, like 20, 25.
Cool.
DC is expensive. Like,
What's expensive? Like,
You might be able to also find an Airbnb.
yeah, I'm just starting to think about it. I came here with like 200 bucks a month, and I just was so disgusted with this again. And I just want, what I did when I did this to be home, I just want to sit and I want you to say, I respect you, shake hands, and walk away. Everybody wants to do that. And then here's so everybody's like not doing it. So they keep trying to make it look like I'm just so stupid. Like I told everybody, don't trust me. Like for resources or something. Because we have to do that. Because everybody's got an agenda. So yeah, I'll definitely check. Take a look at my stuff and tell you to put it. MustangMedic. Medic. It's mostly YouTube I'm focusing on right now. I got Instagram. I've got 7,900 videos, which I've been doing since 2011. That was the car show.
it might change because
What's
right now.
up, Fruit Getters?
Hey, what do you do? You want to be a photographer? Yeah, we just watch the talk phone. Yeah, and what I do, like the way I say it, it's not, I'm just defining it. It's not about me, it's us as a group trying to figure it out. And that's why I wanted to show images. It's peaceful to talk to people. Yeah, well, they want to divide us. They want to section us off in color groups, female and male, and it's all designed to keep the power. And what we're watching, you got to get close to that camera, don't you? I'm gonna grab you. I'm coming. I'm going to get you. I'm gonna get you. Go, come back, come back. Don't go too far. Go the other direction. Come here. Come back.
He'll come back.
Okay.
He'll figure it out.
Ian, come back.
Hey man, look, I just followed your Instagram, MustangMedic. Right?
Yeah, it's on
Podcast?
Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, hey man, look, I'm out of
Ian,
here.
come back.
It's right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna change my icon. I have my daughter.
Yeah.
Photoshop, right?
Eden, back up before you nudge it.
Ken, you sure you don't want to say anything to them? They're listening. There's like 1,000 people or more listening. You don't want to say anything? No? Okay. So like, come here. Come here. Yeah, it's like,
There's 1,000 people.
how many?
1,000.
Is there more than 1,000? And look, they're doing is looking at a dark monument. They didn't light up the monument tonight. Can you believe that?
No.
I can't believe it either.
Hey man, shout out to MustangMedic, the hottest reporter. Alright man, look.
My
Hey,
man.
check him out. Great perspective.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's the Great Awakening, people. It's okay. You said the name. Yeah, you said the name. Yeah, we'll absolutely connect.
Yeah,
Here, you know what? Let me do here. Let's get that off.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I've got this one. I've got the second phone. You're like the second person.
Eden,
So I know what I did. I'm the one. What are you doing over there? What are you looking at? You looking at people talking?
No, this camera is used to hurt. I can see people through here. Bueno.
So I'm sitting here, and they said, "What you doing?" Right? So I told them, yeah, just text me and I'll contact us. But yeah, I really feel like God is telling me to stay. And what was really weird is when I was felt like I like the way he was talking. Everybody hates him, right? I didn't know what to do. Watching social media every watched the monuments and never got close. Every time somebody interviews me, they look at me like this, and they're like, "You're a sensible man." Do you know most DC residents told me, "Yeah, you recognize the Chinese people in Washington?" Yeah. So I said my memory. I got one. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna walk around the other side.
Gunners.
Show you get up on one side. I don't know why I didn't get up on the other side. Oh, there's nothing in the glove. I got your glove. No! Check. Yeah, thank you. Ah! Ah! All right, you got me. You got me. You got me.
No.
I can still get your glove. Give me your glove. You gotta put your glove. Your hand's gonna be cold. It's a game of tag now. Yeah, great meeting you.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah,
You
yeah, I'm
Gunners.
gonna go through.
I'm gonna DM you too.
Pick up your,
All right.
pick up your glove.
Dad.
Remember that number I gave you is confidential.
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
I actually just texted it and it said it was an invalid number.
Put it in my hand. Eat it. Put it in.
Teach me your drill. Bye.
Where's my glasses at?
Hey, brother man, I'm gonna DM you, alright?
All right.
We'll just talk to you.
Yeah, DM me through Instagram. All right.
man.
I'm just wondering where I put my glasses.
my glasses. All right, guys. We got 1,700 guys and gals still here. We're gonna go mobile, guys. I'm gonna walk to the lit side of the monument, and then I'm gonna cut the feed. So we got probably another 10 minutes, and we're gonna go see the lit side. They only lit one side of the monument. Maybe it's just a power thing. We don't want to read into everything. It is weird and unique. We've confirmed it with 3 residents that this is not normal, and it could just be a power thing. Maybe something went out. All right, here we go. We're going mobile. You guys ready to take a walk? Is the White House light on? We'll be able to find out. You know what? I'll walk straight up. You know what? Let's walk straight up to the. We'll walk straight up to the monument, and then I'll zoom in the best I can with this 10, and we'll see if the White House is lit. All right, here we go. We're on the move. Found my glasses. I thought I lost them. I'm like, great, I got to order them again. And since I don't want to use Amazon, I'm like, where the heck am I going to get them? All right, here we go. Hope I didn't leave anything. All right. My friend Gary wants me to get a Steadicam and a GoPro. How do you guys feel about me spending money on a GoPro? Do I need one? I don't know if I need one. They never sponsored me when I was MustangMedic, and it always annoyed me. I know it's a couple $100, but it's kind of principle that they wouldn't support MustangMedic, and maybe I'm being silly. All right. So this is all new to me. I've never done this before. I feel I'm carrying around 1,900 people's eyes. Oh, and I'm going to do a feature on Martin Luther King because I saw his stone, the stone that he actually stood on at the Lincoln Memorial, and they carved a dedication into it. It's really hard to see, but I'm going to give you the view of what Martin Luther King saw when he gave this speech, I Have a Dream, in front of the Lincoln Memorial. I'm planning on doing that probably, well, I think I'm going to the Pentagon tomorrow, so I'm still here for a little while, maybe forever. Okay, we are on the move. First double check one more time, give me a second. All right, I don't leave anything, no trash. Respect. And here we go. I'm gonna go all the way to the base of the monument because it's the best view of the White House from there because we're on a hill. It's like a hill around the monument. I'll get here, I'll give you a 360. Washington, D.C. at night, January 24th, 2021, the year of our Lord. I love President Trump too. I love him because he's a bull in a china shop and he calls out Jim Acosta, who gets on my nerves at CNN big time. Probably all of you. Live video for me when it's not on a tripod is like, I don't like it because I'm like, I produced a lot of little movies and videos, and it feels rudimentary to me to be moving around this much. I'll tell you what, let's swing to the lit side and then we'll walk up on the monument. Helicopter. They do these runs, these practice runs with the choppers back and forth. I found out from a military guy. All right. None of the flags are lit. All the American flags are supposed to be lit, and they're not lit. I know this is going to create some conspiracy theories, but it's just what I see. This has been lit up every day, every night that I've seen the monument. We've got residents that are saying that is not normal. Inquiring minds want to know why the Washington Monument's not lit. I bet you nobody else is reporting this. But all 2,300 of us are watching it. It's kind of neat. We're kind of small and fledgling right now with MustangMedic. I'm not a Mark Dice or a Ladder Crowder. I'm just a guy that had a car show. My daughter Rachel is so cute. She helped me change out the image, the key image of the. She helped me put the Capitol building into my YouTube account. It took us an hour, and I had to practice so much patience because I could have done it like in 5 minutes, and she was learning, and she didn't have much patience. This is so weird. These flags are not lit. Isn't that wild? When do we ever see? All right, guys. I'm gonna cut the feed, and I'll be right back. Unfortunately, I'm gonna cut off you guys and put it back on. Get ready. Oh, it's just killing me.